What's up, guys? Sleepz here with another episode of my Journeys to Ultimate Team, and we start this episode off in our transfer targets as we have managed to pick up another Lewandowski. We actually managed to get this one for 140k, and we're going to look to list him up for 155, and that's a profit of just about 7k after tax. And you guys would have remembered at the end of last episode, I did say you could expect to see two new signings to obviously replace Adler and Nastasic that are now on the fitness team, and the players that are going to replace them are Farman and Matip, so both upgrades, and we almost have a full rare team. We only have 2 possessions left with non-rares. So let's move on to the first match of the episode, looking to get a win with our new signings and hopefully a clean sheet. It'd be nice to get a clean sheet with new defensive signings. And our opponent had a Russian league team in a 4-3-1-2 with Dumbia being the main man that's going to cause all the danger with all that pace up top. But we do take the league. Maxime does a roulette past a slide tackle and finishes it in off the post. And right here we do pick ourselves up a free kick. And I don't think I have had a more consistent free kick taker than Maxime, and it's kind of weird because his stats actually aren't all that great. They're not that impressive. They're just average, but he's just banging in free kicks left and right. You guys have seen it in the past episodes. This man is a goal-scoring machine, and I figured I'd let this celebration play in its entirety because I've never seen that. That's the first time I see the celebration where they celebrate with their teammates on the side, like the people that were on the bench warming up. That's a pretty awesome new celebration in FIFA 16. So we're up 3-0. Kalu with the back stick heads that one home. And at this point, you can kind of see he's basically given up. He's playing aggressive. He's sliding all over the place. And Kostic, who, by the way, I haven't really been talking about Kostic, but how great of a signing has he been? He has been my most efficient winger. He gets involved all the time, and I think that's already like his 4th or 5th goal in like 10 games, and that's pretty good for a winger. He's got a couple assists to his name as well, so Kostic has just been playing fantastic. And back to what I was saying about him being reckless, he picks up a red, just slide tackling all over the place. Eventually, he was going to get red in this game. We're on a counterattack from a corner. Keeper's in no man's land. He's just chasing behind. There's no way Choupo-Moting's going to miss that. We make it 5-0, and then this guy ends up rage quitting too. I guess he wanted to stop the bleeding at that point because there was still quite a bit of time in that one, and I could have maybe gotten another 2-3 more goals. So he gives up 5-0, and that's a great way to recover from our loss because in the last episode we got a loss. We didn't start off well in this division. So we have 3 points on the board now, and let's see if we can get our first win with the fitness team because we didn't win, obviously, so we're still looking to get our first win with that squad. And our next opponent is in a 4-3-2-1. He's got some La Liga on the right side. He's got Liga Portuguesa. He's also got basically a Man United defense, really, apart from Danilo, who's at right back. But we do unfortunately give away a penalty. He's going to go ahead and step up to take this one. He goes top middle, and we actually save the penalty. I don't think he was expecting me to know about the top middle thing, but I go there all the time, and I just had a feeling he was going to go there. We do finally manage to make the breakthrough, and this game was really laggy. You guys can see a little bit of the choppiness in that goal. So it was really hard to get involved in this one, and unfortunately, in the 90th minute, we're trying to defend for our lives here. I'm pretty sure he's all out attack at this point, but with the lag, it's really hard to read like the movement of players, like the way he's going to cut inside or outside. The lag just makes that so difficult, and unfortunately, we draw that one. And that one basically felt like a loss because we just had to hang on for a little bit longer, and we would have had our first win with that squad. And obviously, we want to be getting as many points as possible earlier on in the division to make our job later in the division that much easier. So anyway, we get a draw on that one, and we're going to move on to the next match with our Bundesliga side. And this guy has a pretty good La Liga side. He's actually got Inform Mark Botcher there at the back, who we've done a bit of trading with in the past. He's got Pepe at the back. He's got Konoplyanka. He's got all kinds of beastly players. And we give away one of the sketchiest penalties I've ever seen. Like, have a look at this. I know I've said some penalties aren't penalties, but really, how is EA saying that this is a penalty? What happened? So that was really, really unlucky on our part. He steps up, and I guess the ball really does never lie because we actually save it. And I don't know how we're saving all these penalties. We went from a time where we could not save a penalty to save our life to saving 2 in one episode. So I guess we're doing all right reading our opponent. So this guy goes up, Konoplyanka at the near post, makes it 1-0, and we do fight our way back into it. And I was talking about Kostic earlier. What does he do? Pops up again. Kostic is just incredible. He's been such an amazing signing for us, and he managed to salvage a point out of that game when we could have been looking at a loss. So another draw, which isn't terrible, but it isn't all that great. We really need to start picking up the pace. But in better news, we did manage to sell this Lewandowski, which put us above the 200k mark. We're at like 206 now. So we went below it just because we had to make this team, but we're back on track at 206k, and things are looking good again. Now let's move on to the final match of the episode, and this guy has a cheap Premier League / Bundesliga team with Royce at striker, which obviously isn't getting full chem, but I think he'll play all right. That is definitely the danger man to look out for in this upcoming match. This guy does go up from a corner, and then after that, it's the 75th minute here. You guys see, I started to make some changes to the team. I'm like, all right, I need to find a way to get back into this. I actually made it into a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. I don't know what happened when I went to resume playing. This guy must have lost connection or something. I can't imagine you would rage quit when you're in the lead. So a bit of a bizarre situation there, which may have worked in our favor, because who knows, we may not have been able to get back into that one. So things worked all right there. And now it's time to move on to the pack opening, or I should say open this single pack, because we open a pack every 5 episodes in this series. And what are we going to get? We don't actually get anything, so our luck is kind of dried up. We did actually pretty well in the first 2 packs, getting Fernandinho and Victor Valdez, which total together they went for about 20k, but we're obviously going to keep the consumables, and I'm actually going to change my stadium to King Fahd, because I don't know if it's like the old FIFAs, but King Fahd actually never rains, never snows, never gets bad weather. So I don't know if they get the fog that's in this new FIFA, but we'll see. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.